All right, we'll see you then. A reduced sentence struck down. Now a man in prison for a crime he committed when he was just 15 will get another day in court. On his last day in office, then Governor Bob McDonnell commuted Blount's lifelong sentence for a robbery in 2006. It reduced his sentence to 40 years, but this week a court found that the governor was out of order. At the time, it seemed like a dream come true. The governor stepping in, reducing the sentence for a crime a man committed when he was just 15, a robbery at a house party with two 18-year-olds by his side.
All Travion Blount did was get 3 joints and $60 and physically hurt no one.
Just like that, 6 life terms plus 118 years became 40 years.
We were pleased because Mr. Blount will wake up every morning no longer facing the rest of his life in a penitentiary. We were disappointed in a way because the other 2 co-defendants got 10 and 13 years.
In fact, Travion's attorney John Coxhall says one of those men will get out in September because they took a plea. And then there was one major issue with the governor's actions. Only a capital sentence can be commuted. Travion's crimes don't fit the bill. So Coxhall filed to have it thrown out to start the process again, hoping for a conditional pardon in the end.
And of course, the Attorney General's office in Richmond filed there and said, no, it's fine. And then as it was yesterday, federal court came out and said, no, it's not valid.
And while it works its way through the court system once more, this one case now represents so much more.
The United States Supreme Court, in a case called Graham and its companion case Sullivan, ruled in 2010 that non-homicide juveniles cannot be sentenced to life without a meaningful chance of release.
Coxhall says in most states, juveniles who were eligible were resentenced. But because Virginia has something called geriatric release, the sentences of youth convicted here remain unchanged.
It's a statute that says when you turn 60, thereabouts, if you can show rehabilitation, show you've turned the corner and stuff, you have a chance of getting out.
If his sentence isn't pardoned, by age 60, Travion will have been in prison for over 40 years. And that, Coxhall says, is cruel and unusual punishment for his nonviolent part in a crime at 15. He really wants to have that geriatric release system removed in our state. He says, in his opinion, Travion Blount has received the most time for the least crime of any client he's had.